I look fabulous. Hey guys, welcome to my daughter's channel where she does a little bit of everything that your life needs. Like that. Okay.
I'm gonna use that.
What? No!
That money go with idle, smoking on gelato.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel where I do a little bit of everything. And in today's video, we're gonna be doing
Tooth gems.
I've done tooth gems in the past, and in my area, I couldn't find anyone that did tooth gems for like a reasonable price. Because one thing about me is I'm not going to pay no unreasonable amount for something I think I could do on my own. And that's exactly what I did. So before I get started into the video, I just wanted to give you guys some backstory. Around 2020, I decided I was going to do tooth gems because I had seen it online and I said, I could do that. And so I did. I did my research, and I also got resources from my mom who's in the dental field, and she gave me textbooks that I actually read to learn more about the process of doing this procedure, as well as doing my own research along with it. I like researched every single thing I needed. I asked my mom what she would think I would need, and I got everything within like the same month. In hindsight, I should have remembered that it was COVID time, so
You started before COVID hit.
I started like right when COVID was thing. Like there wasn't as many restrictions, but it was COVID.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it was COVID.
Before our lockdown.
Yeah, before like the lockdown, before the quarantine where everybody had to stay home. Before that.
Explain that.
Okay, right when COVID hit, like we didn't think it was that serious. I just got laid off of work and I had time on my hands. I wanted to do a hobby, so I looked into tooth gems, and when I was researching it, I seen a lot of people using glue, like literal nail glue, putting it into their mouth, and I just knew that was not right. So I did my own research to be sure that I was doing things properly, because if there's one thing about me, I'm gonna try my best to do it the right way and do it right the first time. So through my research, I learned everything that I needed, and I started getting clients, and it was actually really great. It was really exciting. I made little business cards and everything. However, once COVID started to ramp up more and it started getting a lot more serious, my clients started to dwindle and I wasn't making as much money from it. I did make everything I invested back and profit on top of it, so there was really no loss to it. However, I had to stop doing it because of COVID, really. And then there was a situation, now don't laugh at me, but there was a situation where I had changed my name because during COVID and we were in the lockdown, I didn't want people to be able to find my name, because at this point I had put my business cards everywhere. I put them everywhere. So I didn't want people to find me and inquire when it wasn't up at the moment. And I should have just put something in the bio, but instead I changed the name so that people couldn't find anything when they searched it up, and when I was ready I would switch it back, so I thought. But when it was time to switch it back, it had happened that someone actually stole my name, my exact name. So I begged and I pleaded with her, and I was like, please, can I have my name back? I showed her my business cards and everything, and yeah, somebody was like, no, she already started her little business. I forgot what she was doing, but she started her little small business where she also made business cards. So I just had to hold that L, and you know, I moved on. But I didn't really get back into the full swing of things. I do it for my friends, I do it for whoever like inquires about it, that knows that I do it. I'll do it for them, and I don't even really charge, but I always do get a tip. Actually, Posh Pixie was the original. Like Posh Pixie was from my tooth gems, and I just transferred it to my YouTube channel because I love the name so much. That's it for my backstory and how I got into it. And if you guys do have any more questions, please comment down below. When I did my research, I saw that it was much like a dental bracket. So then I brought it to my mom, who's in the dental field, and she also gave me some resources that helped my research as well. And she's gonna be doing the actual tooth gems on me. My mom is the one who really taught me the proper procedures and how it should be done and how sterile I need to be, and really finalize the process. And she was one of my first clients as well. I've also done it on myself a couple times to be sure that I could do it before going into the field. However, in hindsight, I should have remembered that it was COVID outside and no one was trying to have anybody in their mouth. Now it kind of dwindled, but now we're doing YouTube. So I'm gonna pass it off to my mom, who's gonna tell you guys about the step-by-step process.
Hey y'all, I'm the one that's gonna be doing the tooth gem process. When my daughter brought this to me, I was very excited because it's just like a hint into my field of dentistry. So I told her the first thing that needs to be done with a client is a consultation. You need to know what your client needs. You need to know how to prepare for the appointment. So we have this where we put tooth gems and placements, so at least everybody knows how it could be placed on their tooth. And you know, they could choose if they want it this way, that way. They could think of their own ideas of how they want it, and it could be done. During this consultation period, this is when you'll talk about tooth gem sizes, where you'll see these and you can choose your size, tooth gem color, pricing, and placement.
This is a disclaimer that I'm not giving medical advice or giving a tutorial. I'm simply showing tooth gem process. Choosing to do tooth gems using information from this video is your own prerogative.
Okay, and this is our setup. We have mouthwash, we have a mask, we have etch and bonding, we have separate tips, fresh for each client, we have a bite block, we have cotton pads, we have applicator tips. We have a curing light. We have a pad. We have gauze. And a cup which holds the mouthwash. The most important part, we have a mirror for you to look glamorous in.
Oh my gosh, don't show me.
So now we're going to use the etch to frost the tooth and dry it. I'm going to use the applicator tip.
I'm just going to have my second phone to show you guys more of a close-up view.
So I'm going to ask her to bite on a bite block as well, so her lips doesn't go against the teeth. Bite. Try not to use your tongue. And then I'm going to always try to keep this here so the saliva that generates from her mouth does not wet the teeth. So I'm drying the tooth because I'm about to put the etch on it. The etch keeps the tooth dry so the bonding can adhere. And the same thing that I'm using to dry the tooth, I'm just going to put here on her bottom lip so the bottom lip doesn't touch her teeth. So her lip stays away from her teeth. But during that time, the tongue may touch the teeth, the lips may touch the teeth. So I'm going to dry it again. Okay, so now I'm going to use the etch and I'm going to try to paint it all over the teeth that she requires, right? If you need more etch, always try and take more etch. Put it all over the teeth. Try not to put it on the gums because it will irritate the gums. And this is something that you can't swallow. So you're going to advise to your client not to swallow any of the spit that is generating in her mouth right now. So I'm going to put it there. I'm going to hold. And we need to keep it there for a couple of seconds for it to activate. 3, 2, 1. Now I'm going to wipe the etch off of our teeth. I'm going to keep her mouth open and I'm going to change the gauze. So I'm going to put something new in there to keep her teeth dry, keep her lips off of the teeth. And you feel okay. You don't feel like your mouth is stressed because you're biting on the bite block, right?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Now we're going to put the tooth gem placement. Using just a little bit of Vaseline on my applicator tip, this just helps stick the gem to it. I'm going to put an applicator tip on my bonding. I'm going to put some on a pad. So we're going to put some bonding relatively in the middle, okay, on both teeth. Lift your head up. So we're gonna apply the tooth gems first before we cure, just to confirm placement and that your client is happy where it's gonna be. Because once you cure, it's gonna stay there. It's kind of not permanent, but it's gonna cure there. We're gonna give the client the mirror. So as soon as the client is happy with the placement, we are going to cure. So with this light, it's very blinding to your eyes. So that's why this shade is here, right? So you don't look directly into the bright blue light. So make sure you get at the bottom, all around the gem. You're gonna touch the gem to see if there's movement. If there's still movement, you are gonna try to either add more bonding around the side, or you're just gonna cure again.
Done? What do you want? The clanking of this. And that's gonna be it for today's video. As you can see, finished my tooth gems and I love them. And this one's a previous one that I've had on before. I've also had gold tooth gems before as well, but I just wanted to update my look because it's getting warm out and I'm excited. That will be it for today's video, and I hope to see you guys in the next one.